Yeah, okay, so, I got an idea. And here are my special guests for today. So one thing that, everybody's coming down? Alright, well we tried. Hey everyone, happy Monday Motivation. Today is a special Monday Motivation because we're actually gonna dub it Mamba Monday. And the reason for that, of course, is in tribute to Kobe and his tragic death, him and the other passengers on board the helicopter, including his daughter Gianna. And it was so emotional, so sad just watching the memorial. And there's so many reasons why I think Kobe and his life and his death have touched me so much. Namely, I would say that this is someone who took you through his own life journey, starting from when he was a teenager, and if you were an NBA fan, just watching him grow into this NBA superstar, but then taking, on another level of admiration, I would say, seeing him in the role of a father figure and husband, as I was becoming those things as well, a husband and then a father. Not only a father, but a father of girls, being a girl dad, and that's my case too, having two girls, of course. It especially touched me, especially not only being married, having two girls, but even going as far as one of my daughters' name, sharing the name of one of his daughters. This was just, I don't know, you have your celebrity deaths and they touch you in different ways, and it's like, I don't even know the person personally, but for whatever reason it touches us, and we're left to kind of like just work through those emotions as though we really knew them. Three things that I would say are some of the greatest takeaways from Kobe's death and his life are his redemption, his generosity, and his excellence. And if we start off with redemption, let's just get it out there that as far as what we know, he's a public figure and he didn't always have that perfect record. What happened?
I want to do that one, but I cannot let her. Can you carry Gia?
Can I carry Gia? Okay, Gia, you want to come with me? Hi. Bye. What were we talking about? Oh, his redemption. So the thing about Kobe is, he does, I would say, have this complicated legacy because he's this public figure who at, several points of time, he was brought forth in the public eye, in the media, as someone who is controversial, he's someone who is very competitive on the court, and then off the court, he also had his share of issues. The thing about his passing and kind of his life after NBA, after his retirement, we saw him grow closer to his family, become this amazing family man. And so we get this other look, and it's just seeing so many people at his memorial, so many of his even including his adversaries on the court, like you see them come together and you wonder, this is a great story about redemption, that you could start in one place and, by the end of your life, hope that, you've worked through some of those more complicated parts of your legacy and hopefully restore any relationships that might have been broken along the way. So another thing about Kobe that we learned in the memorial, but I also got a sense of it before the memorial, was his generosity. And for someone of such great stature to, it's not always about like how much you can give, sure, he was a multi-millionaire, if not billionaire. Sure, that would be great for him to give of his treasure, his money, but he also evidently was generous with his time. According to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, I believe he and this is a foundation to give terminally ill children, their greatest heart's desires, their wishes. He granted, I believe, over 200 wishes with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And to me, again, we just talked about his complicated legacy. Like, I can't say that necessarily wipes out any wrongdoing that he had in the past, but it certainly challenges it challenges this notion that like once you're bad, you're always bad, or that you can't be redeemed from a really rough start. And it's just amazing, I think, that he was that generous with his time. And even, you know, they just his agent Rob Pelinka also described, even on the helicopter, he was trying to make a way, you know, just being generous with his resources, making a way for a daughter of one of the families to have an internship, baseball internship, and just, you know, kind of working behind the scenes to see if he could help make that happen. That's another takeaway from Kobe's life and his legacy is his generosity. Lastly, as you can hear, I have some guests here who are itching to go outside. Lastly is his excellence, and it has challenged me on such like an otherworldly level when I think about the fact of how fortunate he was to find something he was passionate about and to just pour into that passion with such intentionality and with such an amazing work ethic. He's the kind of guy who's like the first guy in the gym, the last guy out. and you know, I recall him saying in an interview, I think this was like what he wants people to remember him in retirement as. He wanted to be remembered as a person, an athlete who had such incredible talent, but who worked as though he had none. And that just blows out of the water this idea, this notion that if you're talented, you don't need to work beyond that. That the people that we see on TV, the people that, you know, are crushing it in their careers, that they were just born with that and they didn't have to work for it. It just blows that out of the water. And it's like, here this person who was born immensely talented to begin with, who then on top of that adds on this amazing work ethic, you know, that kind of shows us like what it takes to be great. And you know, my hope for us is that we do get to find the things that we love, and that we do put intentionality behind it to be the greatest there is, or that we can be the greatest versions of ourselves as we can be. So with that, because this little one needs some milk, I hope that today, Monday, you will be encouraged to find your own ways of, you know, maybe if it's not your redemption, okay, we're gonna get some milk, okay? Let Papa just finish this video. I hope that you can find redemption, if not for yourself, for others maybe who deserve a second chance, that you will find ways of being generous this week, and that you will find ways of becoming your very, very best, absolute best self. With that, may God bless you. Today's Mamba Monday, Motivation Monday. I hope that encourages you. Go and be great. Bye-bye. Yes.